Hey guys, attorney Jordan El-Hag here from El-Hag and Associates PC, and I wanted to take a minute to tell you why I started an employment law practice. See, I think it's important that people understand why lawyers are focusing on a particular practice area. Some people just fall into it because when they get out of law school, they got a big job at some firm focusing on that area. But there are others like me who actually do it for a specific reason. And I think that's important when you're evaluating who you decide to work with because you want somebody that can kind of understand where you're coming from. And the reason I picked employment law is because I have been in a position in my life when I was younger where I felt that I was totally discarded by businesses and I felt powerless because I went to school in a non-traditional way. You know, I had a wrestling scholarship when I was young. I got really sick. I left college to start working. And when I was trying to land a decent job, what I considered a decent job at that time, no one would even talk to me because I didn't have a college degree. Even though I believed I was smart, I was willing to work hard, improve myself. I even told people I would work for free just so they could, get a sense of how I worked, and they didn't even care. And so I felt the sting of what it was like to have my livelihood, right? The my ability to live life in a way that I wanted, controlled by, these businesses who thought they were better than me, and that I had no value. And that's how I see businesses treating the clients we end up representing. Somebody's kid is sick, or you get pregnant and you become an inconvenience because you have to take some more time off, or you get sick and you need an accommodation at work, and you just become this inconvenience to the business, where before you have always been, a loyal person. You give them so much of your life, and when you were doing things the way they wanted, everything was fine. But then when you decide to, ask for something to, ensure you can make a living, now you're an inconvenience. And that drives me crazy. I look at these kind of businesses as bullies, and they don't appreciate the value of, working men and women because their business wouldn't exist without you there. So I found that this area really spoke to me because I could now punish these companies for treating people that way, the way I was treated, but also I can help you become more confident and educated about your rights, because after we represent someone, then they have confidence and they don't let companies treat them that way anymore. A lot of people let companies treat them badly because they're afraid of losing the job and not being able to find another one. So now you've seen that there's something you can do about that. And that's important to me, that more so than getting you money in a case is making sure that you can go to family and friends and say, hey, you can stand up for yourself. You're not powerless, and you do have value. So that's why we do what we do. And if you're shopping around for different lawyers, you need to find out a little bit about them and their philosophy as part of your evaluation of who you want to work with. So if you want to learn more about employment law or how lawsuits work, you could check out our videos online. If you have a problem in the workplace, please call us for a free consultation. We're happy to do it. And we try to be part of your life team, so if you know that or you have any problem at work, you have a place you can call, someone you can rely on. So thanks for tuning in, and I will talk to you next time.